Good morning. Coffee, coffee, coffee. I'm speaking to y'all while I'm having my coffee. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's Saturday. It's Saturday, bitches. In a room full of people I still want. So, I'm waiting for people to join. So far, no one's here. What the F? I can't talk to myself. Well, I'm new to this live. I'm new to doing lives. This is like day 3 now. I'm gonna try to go live a lot. We should set a goal like 4 days a week. And if we exceed the goal, wonderful. So I don't know if I should start talking now because I'm by myself or not. So I'm having coffee. I drink my coffee black, healthiest way. If I'm feeling a little fancy, sometimes I'll add just like a little bit of a healthier creamer option that I'll buy. But 9 out of 10 times it's just black. I do a lot of matcha. You know what I'll actually do? Instead of having to add sugar, I'll mix in some protein powder. So you're getting the protein benefits and it naturally sweetens it. What's up, Tommy? It's just you and I here, apparently. Where are you watching from? Oh, we got 2 people in the chat. What's up? Good morning. Happy Saturday. Drinking coffee. You're so lucky. Where are you from, Tommy? Nobody wants it to Philippines. Okay. What part of the Philippines? So it's early, it's morning, or it's nighttime there, 10 o'clock at night. Bacolod. I've been to Bacolod. A lot of people are from Bacolod. I was there. We got 4 people now. I have been to Bacolod. I was just there for like one day. We went to that hot spring where there's a bunch of pools. Oh, we got 12 people up in this bitch. 10 o'clock p.m. Yeah, it's 10 o'clock a.m. here, so I'm having coffee. Do I have a bra on? What kind of question is that? The fuck? You should listen to Flashy by P1 Harmony. What's that? I woke up at actually like 8:45. I normally wake up about 8:30 lately. But you know what? Do you guys, when you sleep, do you wake up in the middle of the night? At least what? Normally I wake up at least one time to pee, to change positions. I don't know. But I think yesterday was one of the first times in my entire life I slept straight through. I was so tired yesterday. I felt it. I was exhausted. I did a lot of work yesterday. I went on a really hard run. And yeah, I even took a nap. I took a nap. You wake up at 5 and can't sleep anymore. It happens to some people, but it also depends on, like, do you drink a lot of caffeine? If you drink a lot of caffeine during sample. If I'm trying to sleep at like 10 p.m., 11 p.m., I do not have coffee after 12 because coffee has a half-life of, I believe, like 10 up to 12 hours. So it stays in you for 12 hours. So if you're having coffee at 2 p.m. and trying to sleep at 10 p.m., the coffee and caffeine is still in you, messing with you. What is this notification? Do you guys see that? Wish I was pretty like you. Who says you're not pretty? And you gotta take care of yourself. I eat really healthy. I sleep a lot. Like, I take care of my sleep, my schedule. I barely drink. I eat really healthy. And I do a lot of nice skin. I'm into skincare. I'm just trying to take care of myself, even though I forgot about my mental health for a while. I love blondes. I'm gonna dye my hair Tuesday a little bit more blonde because the roots are getting pretty dark. If I pull my hair like back, but I have a headband in so you can't see. But if I have my hair up, it looks dark because, see what I mean? Kind of Like it'll look darker underneath, and it doesn't look bad. But the moment I, what you call it? Whoa, okay, I gotta fix it. The moment, oh, when it's like 1 or 2 days of not washing, it gets really dark. I feel like I like being more blonde. Not like ashy blonde though. There was one time I got my hair done in the Philippines, bro. My hair was like gold and then white. It looked horrible. You can scroll back and find my vlogs. Oh, that does not look good. I feel like I look like a, should I pull it back? Whoa, that doesn't look good. You look like you need to chill on coffee. I'm just trying to be entertaining. To get banned. I didn't get banned. But actually, I'm about to eat. All I had was a kiwi and like some. Okay, this is really weird, but do you know what a Brazil nut is? Brazil nuts are really high in selenium, which is an essential vitamin. It's really good for like if you have acne and some other functions. So if you eat 2 a day, it's enough to meet your selenium. Alexa, raise volume. Alexa, what does selenium, I don't know how you say it. Alexa, what vitamin is in Brazil nuts?
1 cup of Brazil nut has 7% of the daily recommended intake of vitamin B6, 25% of the daily recommended intake of vitamin E, and 2% of the daily recommended intake of vitamin C.
Alexa, does Brazil nuts have selenium?
1 cup of Brazil nut has 1.92 milligrams of selenium.
Alexa, what does selenium do?
According to Wikipedia, selenium is a chemical element. It has symbol Se and atomic number 34. It has various physical appearances, including a brick red powder, a vitreous black solid, and a gray metallic looking form.
Bitch, she didn't tell me anything useful. Okay, my hair is a little cray. Do we care? Not really. So, my plan for today. Hey. Guess what I did yet? So today is Saturday. We bought tickets to go to a Halloween ball later. So around 6 o'clock, I'm gonna go to my friends. We're gonna get ready for Halloween. Then we're gonna go to this bar called Hopcat. I've never been there, to eat, have a drink, then go to this Halloween ball in downtown Detroit, which is like a big disco. And then yesterday, I booked my flights. On Halloween, I'm going to go to Austin, Texas. So if anyone is in Austin, Texas, hit me up. Yeah, boxing prodigy, you get normal to waking up. Your body has a clock. So if you're trying to change your body's clock, it's going to take time. If you sleep at 10 every night, wake up at 5 every night, it's going to get used to. Whoa, thank you, Cara, for that gift. That's so nice. I appreciate that. I am 25 years old. Was it good to keep in you for 12 hours? I don't understand your question, James. What is good to keep in you for 12 hours? Like coffee is fine, but you don't want to have it too late because then it's going to affect your sleep. Looking crazy. Bruh. Who the fuck? Remove. I don't even think I look like a Barbie. I just have blonde hair. Right? Vitamin D. Oh, God. I love your boss, Madame Barbie. Who's my boss? You're my number 1 fan, Tommy. You were the first one to join the chat, so I won't forget you. See you soon. Thank you, Cara Fawn, for the 100. Beyonce? What? I don't look like Beyonce. Rock on, gorilla baby. Yeah, Tommy's a creep. I don't think Tommy said anything weird, actually. Oh, thank you, self in progress. Blooming. I slept good last night and I was so exhausted. I had a really tough day at work yesterday. I did a lot of work. I went on a really hard run. I was so tired. I had to take a nap and I was supposed to go to a party, but it got canceled, and I was too tired anyway. Thank God. So, but I did a lot of work yesterday, and I wasn't feeling good when I had plans today, and I was a little scared. I'm like, what if I feel like not good tomorrow? Thank the Lord, I'm feeling good today. Like I slept really good. Who's Ren? Ren, what are you saying? Oh, you're in California. Yeah, it's early there. What's your job? I have many jobs. But so I have my own personal brand. After living in the Philippines, I started selling ice cream, eventually opened up a permanent store that is still there in Siargao. So I started selling these bags that I bought for myself first, and I got a lot of compliments on. They're hand woven by locals there in the Philippines. So I end up figuring out a way to be able to ship them here, and I sell them here online, and I ship them all over. I'm kind of working on doing some pop-ups with that, and maybe some collaborations. But in a way, I'm also trying to hire because I just have so much on my plate, because I also do my social media. So I have YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram that I put a lot of effort into. So we're on YouTube right now, right? So my YouTube channel, I don't know if do you guys watch my long form videos? Like, do you guys know who I am, or are you just joining randomly? I mean, I don't really know how how the live algorithm works. So like yesterday I edited my part 2. Okay, you do watch. You don't. That's okay. So I made a video 4 or 5 days ago talking about all of my dating experiences in the Philippines. And it was really long, and my camera died, and I had to go to work. I got another part-time job recently. So that's actually somewhere that's not my own business. I had to like go to work. So I didn't finish. So I finished editing a part 2 yesterday. There was an earthquake. Luckily, it wasn't that big. Like all my friends said they're fine. I'd rather be dead than bruh. Shit. Sometimes life is tough. Really tough. I had the hardest year 2 of my life the past year. But it brought me to the person I am right now. It allowed me to really do a lot of self-reflection and redirection. I believe when you're going through those times, God is kind of not necessarily testing you, but putting you into a path of redirection to get into the next era that you need to be. Whatever you were doing is not working anymore. What was serving you is not serving you any longer. You clearly need to be doing something different, is what he's telling you. Or you do have this idea that God puts an idea in your head. You know what I mean? Whether it's to start a business, whether it's to move here, to do this. And as humans, what's the first thing we normally do? We go to our mom, we go to our friend, we go to the neighbor, and we tell them, like, hey, what do you think about this? Oh, should I text this boy or not? Should I take this job or not? And then you start listening to everybody else's opinion who maybe don't have the same experience as you. So they're like, maybe they tried and it didn't work out for them. So now they're like, oh no, don't do that. If I were to listen, don't go to the Philippines. It's dangerous there. Oh, how are you going to make money? Oh, it's too far. That's what everybody told me. Do you think I listened? No. I went to the Philippines and had the best time of my life. And it literally completely changed my whole perspective on life. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. But I still had some of the toughest times of my life before that and the past year. So if I didn't go through those tough times, it wouldn't challenge me and push me to learn. I would never have learned what I know now. You know what I'm saying? So you think it's just supposed to be like handed to you? No. And then second of all, are you even trying hard enough? Are you following your path? Are you listening to others? You know what I'm saying? Brazil. You're sad. It was okay. It was okay. There's no reason to be sad about any of my experiences because I loved every single one of them. I had a great experience living in the Philippines. There was negatives just like anywhere, but it was as soon as I saw, if you were regarding my last video about the boys that I started to hang out with there in the island. Yes, some of them were playboys, but as soon as I saw the red flags, I was like, peace out. But I still learned so much from them, and I still had so much fun being their friend, learning. That's really how I got integrated in Filipino culture, was dating the boys and seeing how they are. You know what I mean? Or like having friends with them. Oh, thanks, Sniper. Yeah, I used to try to do my best to give back to the community and everything. Have I met Island Ken? No, I've never seen him in my life. You know, his name is Island Ken because of me. And it's so weird that he still calls himself that. It's so weird. I'm in Michigan. The boys. Everybody in this chat, you guys are kind of weird, bro. Can you say something not so weird? Not to be rude, but it's just real. Pure Michigan. All right, can we talk about something normal? Yeah, exactly. The dudes in this chat are creepy. I'm about to block them all. Sweetie, if you say another thing weird, sweaty, I'm gonna block you. Ricky, you're being a little bit weird too. I'm about to block you. And Ruben, okay, that's it. I'm blocking you. How do I do it? Hide user. Put user in a timeout. Yeah, I already filmed part 2 for my last video and I edited it yesterday. I just have to put the final touches and I'm planning to upload it on Monday. Yeah, people are freaking weirdos. Okay, Shirley, how many times have you said that? Stop. I am now putting you in a timeout. Sorry. What particular culture from the Philippines you brought there in America? I think you're trying to say, like, what are the things I learned in the Philippines that I am, like, kind of applying to my life here? A lot. The main thing is, honestly, I learned how to be like selfless there in the Philippines. People there are so helpful and they really care for the people that they love and they know what it means to actually care and support a person. Here in America, relationships tend to be so surface level. I was talking about this with my mom last night. Okay, so for example, we have family, but I'm not close with any of them, hence why I moved to Miami when I was 18 for 4 years and then Philippines for 3 years. I'm close with my mom and my dad and my sister. Everyone else, we only see each other once a year on Christmas and it's awkward. My mom even said it. We all like this is so awkward. We don't know them. They don't know anything about me. You know, maybe they watch my videos now that I started posting the past 4 years on Facebook, but we don't know each other. You know what I mean? And it's fake. So even some of my friends here, like I have a couple, I have just a little bit of friends, 2 friends I still sometimes talk to from my hometown. And I will text them, try to make plans with them, and they don't answer. They won't hit me up for days. And like, because it's just how it is. They don't really care. They don't know how to put in effort. Even my other friends, like I will try to go a mile for them and they only hit me up when it's convenient for them. And I used to be like that too. I used to not like, even with my family, I didn't want to help. I didn't want to spend time with my family growing up. I didn't want to help them. Like now my dad will text me because we're trying to sell the house and he's, you know, he needs surgery. His health isn't great. He can barely walk. And so that's also why I need to be here to take care of him and my sister. So he'll text me and be like, okay, can you come help me cut the grass? People want to view our house to buy it. People maybe buy it. And I drop 100% yes, I'm more than happy to go help him cut the grass. 4 years ago, before the Philippines, I would have told him no. Oh, I'm busy. I don't want to do that. Oh, can't we just pay somebody? Because that's how I used to think. You know, I was also young and immature, so there's that. But I really learned what it's like to actually do things for people who aren't just yourself. And the world is not fun if it's all about you. Nothing is fun if you only care about yourself and you keep everything for yourself. And who wants to be friends with anybody who's like that? You know what I mean? So I saw what people do for each other in the Philippines and how caring they are and what it actually means to love somebody. This chat is weird. Tag you. I never even know how to say that in Manila. Tag you. How do you say Taguig City? Taguig? Taguig City. I'll put effort if it's, oh my God. Why is this chat so weird? I'm about to end this. This is weird. I lived in Siargao. Oh my God. Thank you, Ron. Oh my God. What the F? Why is so many weird people? Yeah. Thanks, Lexi. You know what? I didn't grow up a Christian. My family just like wasn't really religious. So I had a close friend growing up from gymnastics. I would go with her to church. She was kind of like my introduction to that. Then when I moved to Miami, I got connected with the people at my CrossFit gym. I was coaching there and I was training full time to compete. They were really, they were Christians. So I started learning from them and I always believed in God, but I didn't know how to honestly read the Bible, and I didn't know. I thought like there was a specific way to pray, and I didn't know. It kind of made me uncomfortable to admit I didn't really know how to do it, like how to believe in, like how to talk to God. And so I was just did it on my own, and I realized that's you believe in a higher power of maybe that's your God, whatever that is. And so I've definitely, yeah, like God is somebody who how to even word this is like, yeah, I've become very religious and there's just things in my life that are no other explanation but him. And I would have never imagined that 4 years ago I would be comfortable enough to talk about God on my platform. And I think that's something that I'm supposed to do. I believe through my platform I'm supposed to like spread the word of God, but not so much. And sometimes I do find other people's like when they talk about God, it's so what is the word? Like very strict. Like I am still fun and I have a lot of parts of me that like I have a wild side. I'm a normal person. I'm very much a free spirit, but that doesn't contradict what I believe in still too. And I believe I'm supposed to shed light into others and I want to spread love and happiness through my platform. Whether that's just making somebody smile or helping somebody, whatever they're going through. So yeah. Yeah. Okay, I'm getting hungry. Oh my God. Why is everybody weird? I'm trying Sniper, but there's so many of them. Have ever felt violated in the Philippines? Honestly, there's a lot of drinking in the Philippines, and the guys, when they're drunk, they do get really touchy and they try, but they don't cross the line if you tell them to stop. But the thing is, like, okay, the other thing was like I was selling ice cream a lot too, and sometimes people would have a few beers before seeing me at the bridge, or in general, even if they were sober, they would like whenever they would go to take a picture of with me, every single person, girl or guy, would like put their arm around me. And then obviously some guys would kind of put their hands like towards my butt and be like really grab close. And sometimes like titas, like older titas did it too. But then I'm like, bro, okay, like I can't have 300 people touching me, especially guys, but I can't really tell them not to touch me because it's like rude and people are filming me. So that was another thing that people didn't understand. So like they would be like trying to touch, and I'm like, what am I supposed to say? Like, oh, you can take a picture with me, but you can't touch me. Like, don't put your arm around me. I didn't know how to say that. without sounding rude. And there's always people filming me. And then if I said it, they would like get offended. So that was a problem. Sometimes I love Filipinos, but sometimes they don't have boundaries. And then they also feel like they get offended easily because they didn't understand my scenario. I'm like, it's not that I don't, I'm like, it's not that I think I'm like, you can't touch me. It's just like 300 people are, I'm seeing that day taking a picture. And then some of them are touching me in a weird way. And then also I'm trying to multitask and scoop ice cream and like it, you know what I'm saying? So there would be a lot of people, and then fiestas, they get really touchy. Like they don't, come here, the grabbing me, like that type of thing, like, and they're drunk. But it wouldn't happen it would happen everywhere, not just in the Philippines. But I'm also an extremely kind person. So I had a hard time, like, I didn't want to be rude. You know what I mean? Especially when they're like, and they're drunk. So it's so different. But I did feel rude. I know it says like it's not rude to respect my personal space, but they don't have that in the Philippines. You stand touching each other. If you're standing in line, like you are very close. It's just how things are there. So that's engraved in their culture that it's not like they share cups when you drink and plates, so it's engraved in their culture, which I think is amazing, beautiful. I loved seeing my guy friends like sharing a chair, sitting on each other's laps. In America, if you did that shit, they'd be like, you're gay. You know what I mean? But then it would be hard for them to understand sometimes my scenario. You cannot avoid drunk people in the Philippines. They drink all day, every day. All right, everybody. This chat has been a little bit weird. Yeah, no problem for sharing that, Jay Hervey. I mean, I like to talk about any issues that I've come across because that helps you reflect and grow and not keep things like traumatized, and realizing that it's normal and it has nothing to do with you. It happens like if you're comfortable enough to get yourself out of the situation. That's the other thing. I never felt like I never felt uncomfortable because I knew how to exit the situation. I never felt like they were trying to do more, or like, it's not that hard to make it quite obvious that that's not what you're trying to, like, if it crosses the line, type shit. So yeah, it's like, you know what I mean? I feel very comfortable and confident with who I am as a person and how I carry myself, that I'm not going to get myself into scary situations. They drink early, like, yeah. I remember, especially the holidays, fiesta, 6 a.m. I'm not kidding. One time, this boy I was like seeing, it was Christmas time, and there was a typhoon, so I got stuck there for 3 days in his province, and I couldn't drive home to where I lived in Siargao. And their house is just right built over the water on stilts. So there's like 4 rooms at his house, and you kind of share with most family members, and people hang their hammocks outside. And we would literally sleep on the floor, and his parents would give us their pad, so we would at least sleep on the pad. And that like wake up 5-6 a.m. because the house is already loud, and they're in a circle drinking tagay. I'm like, what the All right, everybody, I want to make breakfast now, so I'm going to end the live because people are freaking weird in this chat too. I only have like 1 or 2 people who are asking me real questions. Everybody else is weird. But if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd really appreciate it. If you ever watch my videos and you like it, give it a thumbs up. I like when people comment like certain things they want me to talk about and make in next videos, certain experiences, anything like that. And show me some love, because it does take me a lot of time and effort to put into it, and it allows me to keep making them. If I'm able to like make some money from it, allows me to continue to, make videos. And I like to always share my blessings, and will allow me to get back to the Philippines if things go well, too. So yeah. Peace, love, bye. Sorry, that was annoying, but don't care. Appreciate y'all for being here. Give us a chance to comment. What do you mean? I would love, if all my videos, if you leave a comment, I try my best to reply, especially if they are like thoughtful comments, not just like, hi. And if you guys ever have questions, personal things that you need help with, and like real, you can direct message me on my other platforms because here you can't direct message. But don't just say hi because I don't really respond to hi because I get quite a few of them. But if it's something thoughtful or like you ask a question, like I can reply, you know? So, thank you guys. Bye.